Dear EPP friends, you have been here in Helsinki only for a couple of days, but support of Kokoomus has already increased according to the polls this morning. Thank you so much. And thank you for my colleagues for your excellent speeches. And special thanks for Manfred and Alex for your fair competition. It was very important and it was a victory for this Congress and for the democracy and for the EPP. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, united we stand, divided we fall. Europe can only compete with the rest of the world if we work together. To provide credible solutions to the biggest challenges of our time, the EU needs to be united. EPP is the most powerful political force in Europe to drive for a stronger and more united EU. In the EU, we must be better at highlighting what unites us instead of what separates us. We need the member states to take more ownership in the European project. Europe must take more responsibility of its own destiny. Europeans expect European solutions to challenges which no member state can tackle alone. Those include climate change, sustainable growth, and digital disruption. Next year, I expect that the new Commission to focus even more strongly on sustainable economic growth. New growth must come from clean technology, low carbon emission, and the use of sustainable and renewable materials. We should set the EU climate policy headline target to 50% instead of 40%. Sustainability is not an obstacle, but an opportunity. Finland is one of the countries in the world to integrate sustainable development into its annual budget. I started this, and I think we should add sustainable development budgeting to the EU budget as well. It is estimated that millions of jobs could be lost to artificial intelligence. However, technology does not need to work against us. EU can lead the digital revolution by strengthening skills and raising the level of education. Education is the way to fight poverty and lack of prospects. Education is the foundation of Europe's welfare societies. I am fully aware that education and skills are in the competence of EU member states. We still have to recognize that education plays a major role and part in the overall competitiveness of the EU. Ladies and gentlemen, Europeans expect decisions for action for the EU in security policy. Finland strongly supports the recent decisions to develop European defence cooperation. But how could we take it even further? The mutual assistance clause in the Lisbon Treaty has been acted once. It was after 2015 terrorist attacks in France. Finland and others were ready to help. We think we should further develop our abilities to assist each other. A practical way would be organized joint exercises. Member states would practice the use of mutual assistance clause in different situations, from hybrid activities to conventional military operations against one or several member states. Joint exercises can serve as means to find weaknesses, to develop processes, and to increase EU's credibility as a security entity. For a long time, many regarded EU defense cooperation overlapping with NATO. Crises in Ukraine, recent terrorist attacks, and hybrid threats have shown that both the EU and NATO are needed, and they can complement each other. Dear friends, as President Juncker has said, the EU should be big on big things and small in small things. I fully agree. EU was founded to provide peace and prosperity for all Europeans. This should still be our most important agenda. Finally, in Finnish politics, Kokoomus is a party that stands for European integration and the EU. That's why it is so important for us to host the Congress in Helsinki. With this, we show our commitment to EU, our European friends, and EPP, and EPP to Finnish people. For a small country like Finland, it means a lot that the center of European politics has been in Helsinki for 2 days. I am so proud of that. Thank you once again. With these words, I really hope that you have enjoyed your staying in Helsinki, and I wish you a safe home trip. Thank you so much for all of you.